Hello students, let us continue the lesson Matter in our surroundings. Observe different types of matter around you. What are its different states? We can see that matter around us exists in three different states. They are solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Let us learn the properties of these three states of matter. Solids. Collect the articles given in the figure: a book, a needle, and a wooden stick. Sketch the shape of these articles in your notebook. Do they have a definite shape? Yes, they have a definite shape, distinct boundary, and a fixed volume. Try compressing them by applying force. Are you able to compress them? No, it is not possible to compress them. So, they are rigid. Consider these examples. A rubber band. Can it change its shape on stretching? Is it a solid? A rubber band changes its shape under force and regains the shape when the force is removed. If excessive force is applied, it breaks. It is a solid. What about salt or sugar? The shape of each individual sugar or salt crystal remains fixed, whether we take it in our hand or put it in a plate or in a jar. It is a solid. What about a sponge? Is it a solid? We are able to compress a sponge. Why? A sponge has minute holes in which air is trapped. When we press it, the air is expelled out and we are able to compress it. Yet it is a solid. Let us see the arrangement of particles in solids. In solids, the particles are tightly packed. There is no gap between the particles. So, solids have a definite shape. Let us see the properties of particles of solids. Solids have a definite shape. They have a distinct boundary and they have a fixed volume. The space between the particles is minimum. The force of attraction between the particles is maximum. The movement of the particles is minimum. They have negligible compressibility. Liquids. Look at these pictures. There are containers of different shape. In all the containers, liquids are filled. It shows that liquids take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. Liquids flow and change shape. They take the shape of the container, so they are not rigid. Look at the arrangement of particles in liquids. The particles are loosely packed. They are free to move. The force of attraction is less when compared to solids. They have a negligible compressibility. Properties of liquids. Liquids have no fixed shape but have a fixed volume. They take the shape of the container. The space between the particles is less. The force of attraction between the particles is less. They flow easily. The rate of diffusion is more than solids. They are less compressible or the compressibility is negligible. Gases. In gases, the particles are loosely packed. The force of attraction between the particles is less. They are highly compressible. The liquefied petroleum gas LPG or the oxygen supplied in hospital in cylinders is compressed gas. CNG is used as a fuel in vehicles. Due to its high compressibility, large volumes of a gas can be compressed into a small cylinder and transported easily. We know that rate of diffusion is more in gases. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches several meters away. Due to high speed of particles and large space between the particles, gases show the property of diffusion very fast. As the temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. As a result, rate of diffusion increases. So, the smell of hot sizzling food reaches several meters away. Let us list the properties of gases. Gases have no definite shape or fixed volume. They occupy the whole space of the container. The space between the particles is maximum. The force of attraction between the particles is minimum. They are most compressible. They are highly compressible. The rate of diffusion is more than solids and liquids. Look at the difference between the arrangement of particles in the three states in solids, liquids and gases. Observe this table. This table gives the difference in the characteristics of solids, liquids and gases. Shape. Solids have a definite shape. Liquids do not have a definite shape. Gases do not have definite shape. Volume. Solids have a definite volume. Liquids have a definite volume. Gases do not have a definite volume. Rigidity. Solids are rigid and cannot flow. What is rigidity? Tendency of matter to resist change in shape is known as rigidity. Solids are rigid and cannot flow. Liquids are not rigid and can flow. Gases are not rigid and can flow. Compressibility. What is compressibility? Ability to be reduced to a lower volume when external force is applied. Ability to be reduced to a lower volume when external force is applied is known as compressibility. Solids are incompressible. In liquids, negligible compressibility. Gases are highly compressible. So, it is possible to fill large volume of gas in a gas cylinder. Fifth characteristic property, intermolecular space, that is the space between the particles. In solids, the space is less. In liquids, the space between the particles is more than the solids, but less than the gases. In the case of gases, the force between the particles is maximum. Sixth characteristic, intermolecular force, that is force of attraction between the particles. In the case of solids, the force of attraction is maximum. So, solids have a definite shape. In the case of liquids, the force of attraction is less than the solids, so they flow. In the case of gases, the force of attraction is minimum or it is least. Because of this less force of attraction, the particles of gases move about randomly at high speed. Because of least or minimum intermolecular force, the particles of gases are free to move in any direction. Seventh characteristic property is diffuse or diffusion. What is diffusion? The intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. In the case of solids, there is no diffusion. Solids cannot diffuse. Liquids can diffuse slowly. Gases can diffuse easily and rapidly. Can matter change state? We know that water exists in three states: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. Ice is the solid state of water. When it is heated, it melts and you will get the liquid state. When water is further heated, it undergoes evaporation and it gains the state of gas. When it is condensed, you will get the liquid state. On freezing, you will get the solid state of water. Thank you, students. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel.